as of the 1900s, the turn of the century, actually the World War I and on World War II, we've been detuned now to what's known as a 440 hertz. And it puts everything out of sync with God's creative order. Now, everything is always working to try to regain the 444 hertz. So if you play the solfeggio at 440 hertz, it has a totally different sound and vibration if you played at the 444. It was created in 444, that's where you tune to, and when you play those 6 notes at 444, it creates what I spoke to you about. The 6 tones, the 6 vibrations, the 6 results. If you change that frequency and detune it to 440, it changes everything. It makes it out of tune, dissonant, it's disconnected. And so instead of having a sound that brings life and wholeness and health and healing and peace, instead of doing that, it does the opposite. It begins to pull and drain on you. And so all modern music that we now listen to, for the majority of it, is all instruments now, since World War II, have been tuned to 440 hertz. And all the sounds that we're listening to now are meant by design not to give you strength and energy, but to produce anger, egotism, depression. You want to go down the list? You get the idea? That's what they do. That's what they do. They stir up lust, perversion. You want to go down the list? Yes. That's what you got enough of it. Anyway, that's what they do. That's what the modern sounds evoke. The original sounds, the solfeggio tuned to 444 hertz, touches, first of all, your pituitary gland right here. In the 440, it touches your gland behind your ear and causes egotism, agitation, chaos, anger, disillusionment, so forth and so on. I'm telling you God's honest truth. Now you know why I want to change this thing. Because we have been stolen from, and because the sound that we're listening to is not a life-producing sound. And so I feel we need to turn this totally around. And I'm calling every musician that hears the sound of my voice to retune your instruments to 444 hertz. You go, how do you do that? Well, that chord right there has a dial on it. You can just dial from 440 right up to 444. The music we played to tonight, we played 444. You felt the difference, didn't you? We did. Now, if we had now we've been playing this for long enough now. My daughter and son-in-law and myself, we can't even sing hardly at the other. It just is irritating. We can tune it to 444. The birds land in the yards. Things start happening all around. We get happy. It's really fun. So when Dr. Palaio, who discovered this solfeggio and brought this back, that the world had been detuned, he discovered how to retune it to 444, and then the solfeggio totally works. So when you play the solfeggio at 444, it produces life, harmony, wholeness, energy, and it repairs DNA. That's the key. So, I submit to you tonight, it's time to retune, recapture, reset, and reclaim what is ours. And I'm telling you, it's not hard to do. We just need to do it. If every church in America, if every Christian group would begin to play at a right frequency and begin to come back and play those frequencies and those tones and those notes and begin to sing over one another, begin to release that sound, you'd get healed just simply by coming to church. Just simply by standing in the congregation singing. You'd be made whole, you'd be reset, you'd be renewed, you'd be restored. Now, can I just tell you, we've just finished this morning recording a CD called 528, The Sound of Healing. And we're going to be releasing it in a couple of weeks. You can pre-order it. I looked on online, and I only found maybe 3 or 4 Christian CDs that have 444. And they're all Christmas ones. So you can feel good at Christmas. Most all the others are by the Beatles or Jimi Hendrix or whoever. They got it. Yeah, they got it. And it's also very interesting that all the frenzy around Elvis and the Beatles especially in the Beatles, was generated by frequency and by sound. Ah, yeah, you don't believe me. Anyway, that's okay. So, what am I telling you? I'm just telling you this, that God has created a sound and a vibration, and you and I resonate in it when we're in the midst of it. And it heals us, brings wholeness, brings restoration, restores your DNA, takes that weariness out of you. We played this morning for only about 2 hours, and we were also vibrating, feeling so good, we're like, let's go climb Mount Everest. I mean, you feel that good when you sit in it, and when you listen to it, when you sing it. And it's tremendous. And so what I want to do tonight is I just want to introduce you to some more to the sound, and just let you hear the sound, and just set in the sound. Now, I started doing this because I wanted to be the first guinea pig to see if it was really going to, work on me, and it did. It has. It's totally about healing. And so I want you to hear the sound for just a few minutes, but then as we feel led of the Lord, for those of you who want prayer, we want to pray for you tonight too for healing. Because I still believe, and I still first and foremost go for the name of Jesus and the power of the cross. I know He's our healer. But yet, if He's given us sound to heal us and to restore us, I'm all for that too. And so what I'm calling the churches in all the world to do is to retune their instruments, start playing in the 444 hertz, start playing in the sound of heaven, and I will guarantee you, if you know the difference, I don't know if we got 2 keyboards, you probably don't, but if you hear 440, after you hear 444, it's like, you can tell the difference, even if you're not a skilled musician. 444 is bright, light, happy, it's strength, it's really good. And the 440 is good, but it's detuned. Y'all understand that? It's detuned. And so we want to release the sound to you tonight. We want you to hear the sound. We want you to set in the sound and absorb the sound. And I'm not talking about Eastern meditation or whatever. I'm not talking about trying to, touch your chakras. I'm not talking about the New Age stuff. I'm just talking about the reality that there's 6 notes that form the sacred geometry of all of creation. And when you play those sounds, they touch areas of your body. Your mind, your will, your soul, your emotions, your flesh, your blood, the 7 systems in your body, they touch those things and begin to heal them. This, my friends, is the 528. This is a tuning fork for 528. It sounds pretty cool. Enjoy that, just soak in it for a second. Well, anyway, we're going to, Matt, you want to come? We'll sing? Okay, cool. We'll just sing a song and sing that last song, and then we'll just move into healing. And we want to pray for anybody tonight that wants healing. And if you want a CD of the sounds, we'll have one out in a couple weeks. You can order off our website. We'll make those available. I think, Philip, you guys recording one too, or somebody?
Philip, are you guys doing a separate CD?
You doing a 528? You're working on one. So the word's getting out, and so what's really fun is to take these little tuning forks. You can buy them at your local, you know where you shouldn't be, but you got to go in to get them. New Age stores. Yeah, just go in and just go in and beam Jesus, and you can get one of these. And so we take them and we put them around our body, and they're pretty trippy. They really do cool things. But anyway, let's recapture the sound. That's what I'm after. God says He's about the restoration of all things, and I feel like we've been stolen from, and I feel like this is our heritage. And that's the portal. You got the type of name? Yeah, it's okay. Anyway, they do different things, but I think we just need to recapture. All right, so we're going to sing a song, and then after we sing a little bit, I'll just begin to invite you to come. We'll pray for you, and believe the Lord to heal you if you want prayer for that. Or if you're all happy campers, you can just soak in the music, because it's all going to be based in the 444. That's what we have everything tuned to. Is that right?
Sorry.
Do you need anything?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so here. Yes, just New Age store. You can get them online too, it's easier.
Okay.
Now check this out. So I'm not a New Age guru. I denounce New Age, but I like God. Nice. It's the world of good. Brings peace to you. Just love it.
Doesn't that grow hair?
It might. Come over here. We'll try it out.
Restore.
I guess it's going out of my ear.
Going out the zoo, I guess that's all right.
It's coming out your back now. Yeah.
Yeah, when you say me, like me, that is 528. So we have a natural way to produce it, just by singing me.
But what about just everyday speaking over people, and as you're praying and things, you would need to sing it more or less?
Yeah. Do, re, mi, mi. Hi there, me. You sing. Yeah. You can just sing. Yeah, that's what the monks did. They just chanted. That's what the chants are about. Just singing in the solfeggio. So you can do that. You can sing. It's easy to when you go online and learn how to tune your guitar, or if you have a chord, you can tune your keyboard just by a dial up to 444. And a number of ways you can find out how to do this. You can ask some of our folks. Philip's really good. The guy with the guitar and the drums, he's really knowledgeable in it. He can help you tune. Come on, right? Yeah, tune. Matt, he's tuned up. Tara's tuned up. And so we're never going back. That's all I know. Yes, sir. Yes. No. If you notice, he mentioned in there, in that clip that we watched, that they had the solfeggio, but they couldn't figure out how to get them to work. That's because they're trying to get them to work at 440 hertz instead of tuning them up to 444. That's the key. The Wikipedia is correct. Okay, because they sang it by their voice, right? 444. Different. Okay, so let's stand up, let's engage a little bit, and then as the Lord leads, we'll just do some worship. If you have questions, you can ask Pastor Charles. He knows all about it. We'll be glad to help you. Pastor Charles. You can get 444 Gregorian chants. Sure. Yeah, but you need to understand, which I caution you, is they're praying to saints in there, which I don't condone. So I don't go there. I just, okay. Very good. Amen. All right, let's sing and have fun. And then we'll just pray for the second.